Yo, do you remember the dream life you built for yourself?
By the time you're 25,
Yeah. Let's all laugh at that together.
Now you're 30 something and you don't have the car,
The job.
The business.
the spouse, and feeling a little like a mess.
We're here to tell you you're still on track to that dream and doing just fine. I'm Beleza.
I'm Kiki.
I'm Gigi, and this is your podcast. Welcome.
Welcome to 30 and a Mess. What's up, 30 and a Messers? It's your girl, Beleza.
it's your girl Kiki.
And it's your girl, Gigi. Welcome back. And I know your life is still in shambles if you're still here. Hope you got your buckets and your mops.
Hey.
Messy Mondays.
Happy Messy Mondays.
Monday.
Yeah.
Speaking of messy, y'all, we got to update y'all on our lives.
Oh, yeah.
That's what this episode's going to be about, our lives.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's important because I don't know if y'all listen back often, but I listen back and some of the stuff I say, I don't have that same view anymore on a lot of the things. Like I'm learning and growing as we are like developing and reading new information. Like I'm always like trying to improve, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember for me, one of the episodes I talked about like I don't have a routine and how like I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, you was like, I don't do routines.
Yo.
They don't exist.
They don't exist. Routine
They're for
where?
assassins. It's only assassins have routines.
Nah, but I realized that I didn't have routine for like, I guess 3 years. Like, and that 3 years for me felt like, oh, I don't need a routine. But when I'm in this new environment, a routine definitely would help. And so, like, I am on the struggle bus to develop one that I actually like and look forward to versus one that I dread. Today I went running in the morning, so there's that. I added that to my routine. I'm gonna get back to running because you guys know I used to work out like almost every day.
Yeah.
And that's a direct correlation to like my weight change and all the other stuff that I want to change.
How much did you run?
I just do like 30 minutes and I see how far I can go. So today I did like 2.5 and Sunday I did like 2.3. So I'm just trying to like, build the endurance back up, but it's more like a walk run. Don't quote me. So if y'all see me out here walking, mind your damn business. Like it's a walk run. Like I gotta build back up. I gotta build back up. And then something else I added to my routine was I'm not going straight on my Instagram as soon as I wake up because y'all know like I'm supposed to be checking the time, see what time it is when I wake, but no. I click the app, I'm scrolling through, and the next thing you know, I'm on Barbara page finding out her drama. It's just like you just be following the mess as soon as you get up, and I think that contributes to like how the rest of my day usually pans out. And so I don't want that anymore. I want a more productive day. I want to feel good about like clocking in at work and leaving work, even though I still feel like the isolation of being who I am and where I am working. But I noticed that when I read more and when I'm like working out, none of that office drama, it doesn't affect me. Like I'm able to like
put it
see
to
it
the
for
side.
what it is. Yeah.
I would say that things have improved since we started this podcast because like I've gotten another promotion at my job. So the money has of course increased there.
Yes.
And not only that, but it's actually a job that I am enjoying. Like it's a position that I thoroughly enjoyed, which I didn't know this position would be something I would enjoy with this department. I thought I would have to leave the department to find something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually think that this is pretty good. And then the beauty of the job is it gives me the space to start to think of other avenues that I want in my life. And if I want to run businesses and stuff like that away from the job, like it opened up that door for me to develop new skills. So that's something that I feel like before I felt like and I mentioned this before in one of the episodes where I was just like, I enjoy my job, I love it, but I don't know if I want to stay here. Like I think I said that in one of the episodes. So now I'm at a place where I actually can see myself staying at this job and letting this be like my base, but being able to use that avenue to branch out elsewhere.
Yeah.
Um, also, I have a car, y'all. Finally got a
Oh,
car.
vroom, vroom.
Oh my God, what kind of card you get? Like, where'd you get
Yeah,
it
I
from?
got
Like,
a.
you gotta catch us up. What?
Vroom, vroom.
What?
I finally got a car. I was waiting to rip that band-aid off just because y'all know what the market is like today.
You was trying
Yeah.
to resuscitate that other car, and that
Cars
resuscitation
cars
was
cost
not
more
gonna be
than
worth it.
houses.
Okay, y'all know what the market is like today. Like, it's ridiculous. So I definitely was not trying to get a car, but I have not had a car all year and have been sharing a car. So this year I was just like, I'm gonna have to go ahead and rip the band-aid off, find like a really super cheap car. I did get a Toyota Camry, so that is a very super reliable car. And I'm just gonna be a lot better about maintaining my vehicle. Anybody who knows me know I do not know how to maintain the vehicle at all. Do not trust me with your car. I am not a
Lord.
great driver. I'm just, cars and me just don't mix. However, this car is going to be upstanding because I'm going to make sure I'm on top of it.
I know that's right. And I'm
Um,
gonna help her.
yeah, please and thank you. Please and thank you because y'all,
It's a
y'all
nice
know
car. A car nice though.
the car is nice. I'm not going to lie. I'm scared. I'm a little, I'm a little traumatized. The car has been doing really well so far, so I'm gonna keep it. They gave me my little trial period. I'm gonna keep it. Every part of my life that I stated that I felt messy, I'm still a little bit there, but I can say that things are improving. Like I'm starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel with a lot of things. Like I know I stated how like I feel like my finances could never buck the system. I still feel like that right now. I'm starting to make plans and make ways on how I can start to move my finances up a little bit better, have multiple streams of income that can be enjoyable for me and fun. Like I'm actually thinking like it's fun trying to figure myself out in that aspect. So I'm having a good time in trying to figure out what I want to do and how I want to expand myself. But it is difficult. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm always like, I hate having to try to create a business. I hate like have the ins and outs, but I can't say that it's not fun. Like once you reach the peak of it, wow, like that was great. Like we actually made it, even though I cried all the way through
We
this.
made it. We
It's,
made it.
so,
Ooh.
so that's definitely improving. And as you guys know, this year my motto is healthy mind, healthy body, healthy pockets. And I've been doing therapy um, consistently, was also another big thing. I wasn't doing it consistently before, but now I'm like really consistent with it. And I just recently booked a nutritionist, so I know how to use food as medicine.
Oh, that's what's up. That's really cool.
Yeah, so things are still a mess. It's
Yeah,
still like I don't have stuff figured out, but it's still moving in a good pace forward.
I know that's right.
Oh, that's dope, Kiki. I love that you like are more intentional about not only like your mental health, but you're also more intentional about like your physical health as well. Because those
Yeah,
two go hand in hand.
they sure
Like
Hmm.
do.
like I know a lot of people when their physical health starts deteriorating, their mental health usually goes too, or vice versa. Like
Absolutely.
their mental
Oh,
health
yeah.
is deteriorating, they let their bodies go as well. So like that's a great combination to be working on right now.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It all goes hand in hand, like you said. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm healthy all the way around. Pockets need to get on board.
Yep. Yep.
She said, body snatch, pockets fat.
All right. Here. What
Okay,
about you,
well,
Beleza?
um, for me, quite a few things. So I think the biggest thing that I would always talk about is um the men department. And so I guess since we started the podcast and I told y'all, things that I'm working on, decided to cut off a lot of dudes that were just lingering for years that I had to like kick off my ankle. Like,
Yeah.
just had to shake off that last bit. So, I did that. And then I was like, I'm just going to do me. Started dating again, but with intention. Even with intention, if I wasn't feeling it, I just told them. I didn't ghost them. And then I ended it and then kept moving on and dating that. I didn't just keep people by the wayside just in case this
Yeah.
one bored me. So then I would text this one, what you doing? Like, I kind of made it like, nah, this is not gonna work. Just deaded it. and then just kept moving. So I would say that's what I did differently in dating. Before, I would kind of just keep them lingering. So I kind of
Yeah.
stopped the whole lingering all together. And then I will say I am dating someone now. Seems cool. So we'll see how this one goes.
That's good.
Yep.
Can you give
Um,
me some tips about like cutting off stragglers before you? I know you didn't finish your whole thing, but
uh,
stragglers, girl, I'm struggling.
girl, it's hard. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. Hence why we giving you this update 6 months later and not 30 days later. Um, I got you though. I got you. You have to be like, it's really over. Like it's done. Like no
Yeah.
matter what happens, you can't go back. You have to look at it like a sinking ship. Like
Okay.
once that thing is underwater, you cannot bring it back up.
Okay.
That's it.
Girl, I'm working on because I don't like many men. So when I like a guy,
I
oof, I like him, and it's like
yes.
it's hard for me to be like,
Yes. But then
who
I
is this
ask
person?
myself, yeah,
Who
but
are
then I
you?
ask myself, what's the benefit? Like, are
Okay.
you benefiting me or are you stressing me out? Or are you even doing anything? Are you just stagnant, waiting for me to
Mm,
come to you? If so, like, nah, I don't want that. I want text messages back. I want reciprocation. I want dates happening that I don't have to plan. Like a whole bunch of other
okay.
stuff. Like,
I can definitely do that. So make a list of things that I want, right? And if these
yeah,
stragglers are
provide.
not like aligned with that, then I need to just
Nope.
like be a big girl and cut them off. Like
Cut them off.
so
Yeah.
You
they be on
gotta
my
leave
social
them
medias.
hoes alone to get your mind right.
Hey,
For
hey.
real. For real. Like, for instance, there was a guy I was dating maybe 3-4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was like, I don't like this, but, I'll keep that on the back burner. Maybe it's something I could get over or something. But once that like third, 4th month hit, I was like, yeah, this isn't it. There's
Okay.
more things happening that I don't like that I actually like about this guy. So I'm gonna just go ahead and dead it. And I
Okay.
told him, I was like, yo, I really like you, but you gave me a lot of reservations and I'm not feeling it. So, maybe we shouldn't continue this.
Yeah.
Mm, So,
That's yeah. Thank you for that. Cause like, girl, I'm struggling over here. Like, I don't really talk to them, but they're on my like social medias, and so
yeah. You see what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, first of all, why you want my social media, but you don't want to talk to me? That's weird within itself. So you want to stalk me on social media, but you can't call or text me. That pisses me off. What do you need my Insta for? You got my whole number. That's so weird to me. So I'm still working on that. It's not, just because I got a little bow
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean it's the end all be all. I'm still learning because, I have to allow him to lead at times. Sometimes I lead because I'm just used to it. So there's
Mm-hmm.
still some things I got to kind of get back into. So speaking of getting back into, I'll also say cooking, going back into like truly cooking every week, not like here and there, but like every week. But I had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So now like cooking every week and then going back to my juices and smoothies in the morning as opposed to like a heavy breakfast and creating a routine for my foods, just like Kiki said, inhaling good foods for me as opposed to foods that don't necessarily serve me. Going back to plant-based, my refrigerator is completely plant-based now. I have no
Ooh, good
Mm-hmm.
job.
Yep, I have no meat in my refrigerator, so that's really good. Getting back to a workout routine, like I said, I haven't worked out in this is the longest I haven't worked out. Like it was stagnant. So much better than what it was before.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask y'all this. Do you guys feel that you're doing what you said you were going to do? Or do you feel like you're halfway there? Like how are y'all feeling right now? Are you feeling hopeful?
I think I'm realigning to everything I said I was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is helpful because like I feel like I didn't realize this before, but I was really in a dark space, So
Mm-hmm.
the things that I was saying and the way I was moving was from a space of deep hurt.
Yeah.
And now I'm not in that space anymore. And so like now I kind of want to take care of myself a little bit more when it comes to like the things that I want to go after. Before I remember when I was saying how like I was so hurt with the situation that I had before not going as planned or how I had hoped it, that I didn't even want to like plan for my future anymore. I'm just focused on like just today, making it through today.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was speaking from a place of fear and deep hurt because I just didn't trust my ability to plan anymore. I didn't trust my goal setting anymore. And but now I'm in a different place where I'm like, okay, let's not set goals anymore. Let's set actions. So, for example, one of the actions that I'm setting is like I run every day, even if it's for 30 minutes, even if it's a run walk, like I run every day, even if it's a speed walk. Like it
Yeah.
has to be something that I'm doing daily. And I know with that and eating a certain way, I know that I'm gonna get the results I want, right? Versus saying, oh, I want this weight or oh, I want this
Yeah.
stomach on or like I want to do like active things. One of the other things that I put on, like I wasn't going out much. I literally was going from work to home and
Yeah.
then sleeping. Like I felt like I was waiting for my death, y'all. Like
Mm.
yo, like I felt like an old ass person that was just waiting for God to come take him home. Like that's how I was feeling. Like, but I have been more intentional. Like, okay, I'm going out this month. Like this month alone, I've been out more than I've been out the whole last year. So
Oh wow.
for me, I'm more about like, okay, like I plan to go out and meet new people. Or I plan to go out and do this event. Even if I like the day comes and I don't feel like going, I still will get my ass on the subway and go. Which when I get there, I'll be enjoying myself. I'll be having a grand time. So I'm just slowly bringing Gigi back to life, or Jerry back to life, or Geraldine back to life. And I'm very happy to be in this space because like before I didn't see this coming back. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I thought this was it. Like when you're going through your stuff, it's just everything just seems so terminal.
Everything
Like
pauses. Like the
yes,
whole
it
world
feel
stops.
like it's it. I need to go ahead and check in the hospice. Like girl, like it was.
Not
I just felt
hospice.
so like
Not
I
hospice.
felt like it was the end. But I'm thankful for my friends that I have around me. Like I'm thankful that I don't have like a lot of negative people around me because you guys help lift me up and see like beyond my circumstance at the moment. Even
No.
for example, my friend Rachel, I call her Ray of Light.
Oh, that's sweet.
She came to visit. Mind you, I have been telling her I was gonna come visit her. She's in like Rhode Island. I've been telling her, oh yeah, I'm gonna come. She invited me to like Friendsgiving. She invited me to a birthday. She invited me to a girls' night out. And yeah, I said I was gonna go, and my ass was not going. But
Wait, so
she
you
was
didn't go to not one of them?
not near none of them. Not near none of them. And she understood what it was. She understood without me having to explain the darkness I was in. And so
Oh.
she came to visit. She asked me, she said, I'm coming up Friday. Do you mind if I stay with you? Like, and I was like, yes, please. Even though I get like anxiety for visitors, for Ray, I know that she sees me, even though I don't explain what like where I am. And I
Yeah.
love that. Like you need to have friends that see you drifting or see you sinking and you don't have to explain to them what's going on because
Oh, that's
those
good.
kind of friends are life savers, whether you know it or not. Like they are lights in the world that we often take for granted. So she came and she literally helped me organize the hot ass mess that was my apartment. Like when I tell you I had shit everywhere, I had shit everywhere. Like I had stuff just all over the place. I didn't have any organization. I was like, she could see that this is what I was feeling, and she doesn't mind organizing. She doesn't mind like showing me, okay, make sure everything has a home, and whatever doesn't have a home needs to either go in the trash or you need to give it a home. And so she was very like intentional about like just loving me up like in that way. And I appreciate her so much. Like my living room is so much more clean. I told her like by the time she comes next time, I'm gonna do the bedroom. Like I'm slowly gonna do each room, and she said it's fine. Just like do like a few minutes at a time, and just
Yeah.
make sure everything has a place. And the value add that was like it was nothing transactional. It was like no money. It was no you got to do this for me. It was no like obligation. Like it was just nice to have people hold
Did
space
it.
for you for where you are. Like
Yeah.
that was very
Understanding.
helpful.
Understanding.
Yeah. And she was like,
Mhm.
just put it back. If you pick it up from there, just put it right back. Like that's it. So that's what I'm gonna be practicing going forward. Before I didn't really have that practice.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things I wanted to work on too, for being 30 in a mess. You know how that goes. Like
Girl.
over the years you start just compiling shit and getting stuff and clothes and books and papers
Yeah.
and before you know it, you are a borderline hoarder. And I'm not a hoarder,
Yeah.
but I'm not even close to that. And it was
See,
just helpful to like just help somebody see things for what it is and kind of help and not be judgmental.
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I have been sticking to what I say I'm gonna do, and I've been only sticking to the actions. Like if this is the action I said I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I'm not planning any more goals where there's like it's like up in the air whether the results are there or not. Like I'm
Mm.
good on that.
Yes.
For me, I am in the middle of that transitioning. And just as a reminder, I was the one that said like I felt like I bought into the American dream, the whole work hard and it will pay off and you'll get the house, the car, the cribs, the dog.
You want it all.
You'll get all of that if you just work hard early on. And I still am in a transition space where I'm realizing that that doesn't work, at least not right. Well, it's not going to work ever again. It worked for our
Yeah,
parents' generation, it worked for our
yeah,
grandparents, but it's never going to work again. So I'm just a part of that group that's like, okay, working hard now is not going to make my life any different. So I have to do something different. So I'm transitioning into figuring out what are all the things I need to do different to really give me the life that I really want. And figuring out what the life is that I want. I'm also realizing that I can work hard and play at the same time. I
Yeah.
don't have to work hard this whole and grind all
yeah,
the way up into my 50s and 60s and then let those last couple of years be the times that I'm playing and traveling. So just working on that transition, it is very difficult for me, I will say, because my mind was built one way.
Yeah.
So trying to mold myself into thinking a whole completely different way, it is very difficult. It's not as easy as I thought it can be. And it gives me a lot of anxiety because at the moment that I'm like, okay, Keandra, venture out there, jump, do something different, do something adventurous. I'm like, but what if I fall?
Yeah.
And there's no safety net out there. Like, what if this fails? What is this going to look like if it fails?
yep,
And I always like to have a plan B or C just in case of those moments so I don't hinder not only myself but people around me.
yeah.
So that's a really big transition right now that I'm in, but I'm also happy that I'm in that transition because it shows that I'm willing to grow and that I'm willing to change.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Baby, you
That's
ain't gonna fall. You gonna fly. That's what we got here. That's the only other
Right.
option.
I
that's
see the
the only
We're
planes
option.
eliminating
flapping.
that other option. Like, nah, ain't no such thing as falling at this point. Like, the fact that you're even trying when 90% of the people don't even try is
Come on
that's
now.
all you need. Like, that's all you need to succeed. Like,
Right,
nah,
exactly. And I see changes, you know what I mean? Like in the little bit of things I have done, I'm seeing like changes. So I know it can work.
Yeah.
yeah,
But knowledge, I don't know if you guys seen the quote, but knowledge does not mean understanding. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't
yeah,
equate to understanding. So I see that it can work, but that's just because I know that. But understanding how that can work is where I'm having the problem at.
okay,
That's
okay.
good. That's good.
You got friends
Mm.
that already doing it that made that transition or where you want to be?
I don't. Well, yeah. Like I'm be honest with you. Almost a lot of people around me, like almost everybody around me, is like way better than where I feel I am. I think I'm great in terms of being like I'm doing better than most. I have a
Yeah,
stable job.
Yup.
yeah,
I was able to keep my job even throughout the panorama. I'm
yeah,
living in a home. It's not my home, but I'm renting a nice home. I
yeah.
now have a car. I
Mm,
did not have a car before, y'all. I'm
real
sorry.
nice.
But I have a car. I ain't got no kids right now.
Thank God, that's a lot to be thrown into the mix. You still
Okay.
establishing.
It can't ruin their little lives just yet. So I'm doing better than most,
Hmm.
but there's so many people around me that I feel are excelling. But I'm trying to like, I know the grass is not always greener, and I know that
Yes,
there's always one part of the system that's being bucked in everybody's life. So
yes,
just because I see that they're doing great or seeing where that I potentially want to be there, it doesn't mean that something else in their life is not falling that I'm
yes.
probably excelling at for them. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but everybody around me is doing great. I will say that.
I was gonna
Except,
ask because if somebody is like on the same path as you and they already have like, like the know how, all you have to do is like, hey, like, can you show me how to do this piece or I'm missing this piece, like,
Right.
mhm.
because our friends they be more than happy to help us. You know that like we all want to
Yeah.
break bread and eat together. Like,
Right. It's
Oh,
like, I got the
absolutely.
puzzle piece. Let's mold yours.
yes,
Fit yours.
yes.
I got you.
Yes, because
So don't be
everybody
afraid
eats
to reach
beef.
out, Kiki. Don't be afraid.
Everybody
Exactly.
eats.
Ask for help. Ask for help. I think that's so underrated.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't ask for help when they should. Me included.
Yes. What
But
about you? Are you doing what you say you're gonna do?
I feel like I'm kind of in the middle of everything. I think I'm getting there slowly now. I think my biggest focus was the whole relationship part because I really wanted that to come together, but that acquired a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to like me in general, I'm starting to realize that me being in certain places
Yes.
made me realize that I I have a code switch more than others.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like I played the corporate code switch, but then I think I also played the culture code switch sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be way more authentic with everything that I truly am, as opposed to
Mm-hmm.
trying to fit what people believe I am. Like I'm more comfortable with being up north than being in the South. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm really talking about is I feel like the South is stripping who I really am sometimes.
Mm.
And I don't
mm,
like it. And so I'm trying to, because one, I'm not moving back up north, y'all, until I make that north money.
Yeah, stay
not
your ass
never
down there until
again.
you, yeah, because they got us renting these shoe
For
boxes for these
real.
mortgage
Like I'm not
prices.
trying to be in a shoebox
They out here.
for for more than my mortgage down here. Like I'm not doing it. I'm not
Yeah.
doing it. But I do miss the north very, very much.
Well, you
And
can always come visit. I'm here. I'll give you the extra key.
I know. And that's the good part. Like I need my people to stay in the north, but a lot of them are moving down south, which makes sense because you get more for your buck down here, and I get it. But I even had to convince my mom, you should stay up there. Just stay up there. So I have somewhere to visit. Like everybody in Connecticut for the most part, a lot of my friends like moved out of state, which makes
Hmm.
sense. But yeah, so I think I'm just trying to understand, well, not even understand. I'm trying to have people down here understand that my identity is my identity. So don't
Hmm.
try to strip me of that because
Yeah,
this is who I really am, regardless if you want to believe it or not. So
that
uh,
can be challenging, man.
very,
That's
very
rough.
much so to where I just don't engage anymore with certain
Yeah,
people. And
yeah,
I don't think that's necessarily healthy either. So I'm just trying to find a balance because the South is different. I don't care what nobody tells you. Love Atlanta, but it's definitely different. Another one is I think that I've done like a really good job in is reclaiming my time. There are some sorors who are taken aback that I've fell back so much. But my quote for the year is I owe nobody but myself and God.
Mm-hmm.
So like if it doesn't align with what God needs me to do, I'm not doing it. Now, am I going to help out? Yeah, but it's going to be way different than what I was doing before, where I couldn't even do certain things with my friends because I was doing an event for like my organization and things like that. So I think I finally found a great balance. And I think sorors are now accepting like, yo, she really fell back. Yeah, just like I told you I would. I think people are starting to realize when I say something, I'm going to do it, as opposed to some, so people who are in organizations know when people are like, nah, I'm going to fall back. I'm not going to do this anymore. And
yeah.
then they still do it. And I think they were expecting that from me. And I was like, no, I told you I wasn't going to do it. I'm not doing it. So
They're like,
it's,
she be back.
yeah, like that's pretty much what they're saying. She'll be back. So I'm really, really proud of myself. And it's freed up a lot of time. Like I can't even explain to you the time that it's freed up that allows me to now do things that I like really, really want to do, like getting back to like meal prepping and cooking and figuring out what it is I want to do for the week and workouts and like it's taken a lot of time back for me. I'm still, working on things, but I am proud of that accomplishment because that needed to happen in order for me to really figure out my mess. I needed to give time for my mess. Okay, so since we kind of talked about our mess, one of my last questions, and I don't know if y'all have any other questions, but one of my last questions to y'all is, Where do you see yourself in 6 months? Which is our 1-year podcast anniversary.
Ooh.
But where do you see yourself? I'm not even gonna say see yourself. What do you want to focus in those 6 months?
Okay, I can handle that.
Okay.
So over the next 6 months, I would like to focus on, that's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. One of the things is like the organization still. I still want to focus on getting organized and neat and tidy in my place, decorating my place as well. I think last time you were here, you saw I had like a lot of pictures that were not up. So I am looking forward to doing that within the next 6 months. Also, within the next 6 months, I want a car. I know I live in New York. I know there's no parking for me. I get it. But I do want a car. I need to be able to get the hell out of New York sometimes and not have to be on a train around people and not have to like.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
ready
go.
I'm ready to contribute to the pollution. What else do I want to work on for the next?
What kind of
6
car
months?
do you want?
Let's not discuss that.
That means she was about to say a Porsche.
I was about to say a Porsche, either a Porsche or a Genesis.
Okay.
Those are my 2 cars I'm interested in right now. Those are 2 cars that are feasible right now. But ultimately, I want a Bentley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a
Style. Come on now.
SUV. Yeah, because like I saw this car. I didn't know what brand of car it was, but I remember I was on the Autobahn in Germany, and it was driving behind me. And I was like, "This car is gorgeous." And then it passed me. I was like, "This is a beautiful, beautiful car." Like I loved it. It was like cruising, and then I looked up the emblem, and I found that it was a Bentley. I was like, "Oh my goodness, I need that car." So that has been my dream car ever since. But I might get something more practical for right now because I don't want car payments. And I don't have another stream of income to kind of like support me even going out to buy a car just yet. Like that's one of the things I'm working on as well. Like getting in the mindset of everything I want needs to have a stream of income attached to it. So whether it's a car, whether it's a baby, whether it is
I like how you just slid it in there though. You said it so
yeah,
nice.
I had baby fever since I was 25, but I am not willing to not be married and have a kid. Like I'm just not. I'm not signing up for that. Like I want the husband, I want the support, I want all of that. I want that whole beautiful, blissful journey. Yeah, so I want to work on like a stream of income to support the kind of car I want. I want to work on my fitness and my, just my usual stuff I'm already working on, like just staying consistent. That's one of the things I'm also working on for the next 6 months is consistency. But I don't have like any strict like goal that I'm going after.
Good.
Like I said, I'm just action based.
For me, I'm focusing on 3 things right now. And one is figuring out how to get another stream of income that I don't have to trade my time for.
Yes.
So you about to start pimping hoes?
You know?
No, I'm kidding.
We already hoes out here. No, I'm playing.
He's like, it's an option. It's an option.
It's definitely an option. But yes, I'm trying to figure out another stream of income that does not require a lot of my time. But either way, I need to get another stream of income. Another thing I'm focusing on is paying off every debt that's not student loan payments. So that's more so for the year. If I can get it done in 6 months, awesome. That would be lovely. But yeah, that's more so what I'm focusing on this year, like knocking out every debt I can. And lastly is really centered around my health and fitness, where I actually want to try to transform my body to be that of like a fitness competitor, just to see if I can do it, not necessarily to compete.
That's nice.
That's dope. That's gonna be fabulous.
Really yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it gives me like a little bit of a hobby in trying to figure out like the balance between exercising and meditation and nutrition and figuring out how can I get my body to transform at this tender age of 30 something.
Yeah, because
At the tender age, Tenderoni age.
The tenderoni age, you know. But you know, they say it's harder once you hit your 30s, your body kind of stays stagnant. So I'm trying to see if I can like break the ceiling on that.
Yeah.
But those are my top 3 for these next couple of months, what I'm going to focus on.
That's what's up. So you guys touched on 2 of my 3. So I'll talk about the one that you haven't touched on yet first. I want to learn how to swim. So I'm looking
That's
at
good.
YMCAs. Yeah, I'm looking like I love the water, y'all, but it's sad that I cannot swim. And I'm trying to have like a Beyonce moment in the ocean where I'm just floating in the ocean. That would be beautiful for me. I think I would feel at peace. I just love the water. I love the water. So I need to make sure that I can connect with the water by knowing how to swim.
That's good.
And our sorority also has the
Swim 1922.
Yes, we're one of the only sororities that have a swimming lesson.
Yeah.
For the urban community, because a lot of Black people don't know how to swim. I'm one of them.
Well, think about the historical reasons for behind that.
Right.
Like
true. Very true.
A lot of our neighborhoods don't have swimming pools, so why would I need to know how to swim? And then, you know, they used to do some messed up stuff back then.
Yeah,
like
they would
acid
throw
in the water.
Yes,
wow. Yeah, it's a life skill. Like,
yeah,
it is absolutely a life skill.
Yeah, like I want to know how to swim. My baby will be swimming when they get out. As soon as they hit like 6 months or whenever they can get in the water, they're gonna be swimming. Believe that. And then you guys touched on it. I think Gigi said consistency. I just want to focus everything that I already said that I was going to do. I just want to be consistent because consistent's going to get me way farther. And then getting out of debt. I know Kiki said for the year, but I'm trying to do that 6 months. I felt like I kind of did it earlier last year, and then we started a business. So that got us in, but I'm trying to do it within the 6 months. I'm very hopeful. That's all I've been not thinking about, but like knowing like this is gonna get cleared. Like I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get that all done within the 6 months, and I'll be all right. So I'm being very frugal. No trips. And we we'll see where we go.
Yeah, that's what I said to myself too. I was like, no trips. But yeah, I'm itching. I'm itching for a trip, yo. Like
I've been itching. I was ready to go to Puerto Rico next month, girl. But yeah, so I guess we're on track to what we're doing.
what areas do you not mind being a mess still in your life? Like, cause I got some areas I'm still kind of messy in that right now I'm not even trying to fix. I'm not even trying to fix it.
Well, what you got while I think on this?
Yo, my wardrobe is a hot ass mess. Like I have shoes that I'm not trying to let go of. Like those shoes are done, yo. Like the other day, Ray was here and she was like, yo, these shoes, she's like, you want to put, like she was acting like she's gonna put them away. And I said, Ray, let's just put those shoes in the trash. Like they done. She's like, yeah, they gave all they had.
They had a good run. No pun. They had a good run.
Yo, like I'm a mess in that area, and like there's clothes that I know I damn well cannot fit right now, but I don't want to let them go. And them clothes might not even be my style anymore, but yet and still I'm holding on to them for dear life. So that's one area of mess that I'm just not like trying to clear up right now. Like I have a problem. I'm problematic when it comes to like my hair situation. Like I want to wear it natural, but I want to wear braids, but I also want like eye tips. Like I'm all over the place with that. So I've been like wearing my hair into what's that movie called? Something Express. Polar Express braids. You know, a little girl from Polar Express.
Oh yeah.
I've been wearing my hair like that and I with a headband to work, yo. Like
we gotta do better. We gotta do better.
You know, they're not gonna send that to me because I'm brown.
So that we want no problems with her.
But I know it is a hot stinking ass mess. Like I gotta figure something out. My decision.
Usually you be having your hair popping.
Yeah, usually, yeah. But the last couple of weeks, like the last 3 weeks, yo, I just been like,
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
a lot to do our hair. That's why. But what about you, Kiki? What
That's a good question. That I mean, I'm with you guys. Definitely hair, makeup, and clothes is not happening this year. I actually was gonna try to like change up like my style and my wardrobe and be a little bit more I guess like dressy. I don't know the word for it, but everybody likes to dress up. I do not. I just don't dress up. I don't go a lot of places to dress up. So I usually look like the teenage boy. Y'all
she
ever
does
see that?
not look like a teenage boy. Now she's doing a lot.
Now y'all ever see that TikTok where the girl was like, I got 3 looks and that's it? A teenage boy, a homeless man, and a stripper. That's like me.
I have not
That
seen that. Now I gotta look it up.
You
yo,
have to send
that's
that
me
to us, Kiki.
all day, bro. That is me all day. It's like most days is either homeless when I'm home. If I'm out and about, it's like a teenage boy because I usually wear just like leggings and hoodies and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or a stripper. Like if I am going to go out, a lot of stuff is going to be showing. So that's usually like my style.
Yo, if my arms are showing, then my legs have to be closed. If my legs are showing, then my arms, like my top half, have to be closed. I can't show both at one time because I'm scrumptious, and that's a bit much for a lot of people. I don't need to attract everyone. Like you're already, people
Getting
already
both.
gonna talk to you because you're a woman. You got curves, but
You gonna get both. You gonna get these shoulders and these legs for sure.
Y'all definitely gonna get these legs. Like if I'm out and about, like at a lounge or something, definitely legs is gonna be out for me because I have long legs. So a lot of people like to see
yeah,
that.
you got some nice legs.
Yeah,
Well, thank
I
you.
love my legs.
But yeah, I would say that for me. And also investing right now. I'm not going to be investing this year. I do have my 401k, but I was going to start to invest in like my IRA, but I think I want to focus on getting the debt out first, and then I can throw a lot of money into that
Yeah,
That's
because
smart.
I at
That's
least
actually
already
smart.
have the 401k.
yeah,
Yeah, that's actually smart because then whatever you were contributing to the debt after you pay the debt off, you just put it in your Roth IRA.
yeah,
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel too. So
Plus,
yeah.
you're gonna be going for a house soon. You definitely want to get that over that 700 for your credit because like the interest rates be so good for people with that 700. You could do
So that's
anything. Like
the
the world opens up
Kiki
so
got
much.
great credit though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so
mean, my credit is already at. I'm just letting y'all know that because I love you guys. My credit was already at 770. I found that out when I got the car.
whoop, whoop.
But uh, yes, but I'm sure that's going to drop real soon now that I got the car.
Well, it's only gonna drop a few points because you have the car, but after 3 months, it'll bounce back up because
Yeah.
you're making on time payments. You want to pay your bill by like the statement date. Don't look at the due date. Look at the statement date because when you pay by the statement date, not only do you save on interest, but you're also looking like a better standing. So if you want to pay by the due date, you can do like half by the statement date and then half by the due date.
Yeah, and the more payments
Oh,
you make, the better it looks. Even though it's still the minimum. If
Yeah.
you pay the minimum, because I don't know what you're planning on doing, but if you pay the minimum, you can do like 2 or 3 time payments, and it
Yep.
looks like you're to the credit bureau. It looks like you're paying more, even
Yep.
though.
that's good to know. Thank you guys. I did not know it has to be by the
Yeah.
statement date. So I will start doing that. And as of now, I am not thinking about buying a house anytime, at least not this year. I'm not thinking about buying a house.
Okay.
So I will say that's a little bit of a mess. Those areas are where it's messy and it's going to stay messy for now.
And messy. Yeah, mine is probably like buying a car. I really want a new car, but my baby just needs to rock with me until it can't rock with me no more. I think I've had it for 4 or 5 years now, and it's gonna have to keep rocking with me. It's just gonna have
Yeah.
to push through, as much as I want a new car. And then clothing right now is gonna have to stay by the wayside. Like I said, the fall may be different, but right now we just gonna be what we gonna be.
Yeah.
That's it. We gonna be what we gonna be. So Shorty can't gain no weight, that's for sure, because I need to fit what I can. Those two for sure is like those are out. Okay, well, I think y'all got caught up on all of our mess. Hopefully you enjoyed it thoroughly, because I know I did. But make sure y'all working on y'all mess too. Drop in the comments below what y'all working on, things you want to work on, things that are success. Give us some tips. You heard what we trying to go through. So give us some tips if you can. Hit us up on all social media, 30 and a mess. That's 30ANDAMESS on all platforms, 30andamess.com. We love y'all, and I guess we're gonna see you next Monday.
Bye.
Bye.